Today I'm finally doing the video of how to fix your Beats Solo 2s. This is actually a little bit different than what's usually wrong with the regular Solo HDs. The 1.0 version, I guess you could call them. And what I found, I didn't want to make a video until I really knew what the problem was with a lot of these things. And it actually is a pretty easy fix. It does require, however, taking these things completely apart, and that is because of these wires on the inside. And I got half of it open up already. I will show you how to open the other half up. I just wanted to show basically that this wire right here, it seems that I don't really know how this is happening, but every time I've taken them apart, they've always been kind of flattened right here. And then also on the inside more here, it seems that it's broken there, that the wires are showing. And obviously if the wire is broke anywhere in the whole thing, then it'll cause your right speaker to fail and it won't work. So like I said, I'm not really sure how people are doing this or if it just comes like this from Beats by Dre. But obviously I do know how to fix it, which is good. So all it is it's got a ground wire and a red wire, and that just goes to the right speaker. And so you're just going to need to replace this. I do have those available on my website. It does say Beats Solo inner wire, but it does work for Beats Solo 2. It's the exact same wire that they use. So yeah, go ahead and purchase this and then follow along with my video. So, how we do this is I'm going to take off this speaker here. Actually, I'm just going to take this apart first. I don't need this wire, so I'm just going to quick pull it right off here, just so I don't have to have these parts flying around when I'm trying to show you the other part. So, how we take apart this here is basically I just take a flathead. You really don't need to, but I take a flathead just so I don't break it at all, and I just pop it in here. And these are just glued down, so unlike the Solos or a lot of the previous first gen Beats, there's no plastic hinges that you have to twist or anything. You just gotta pull them apart. The adhesive is pretty sticky, so if you'd like, you don't even need to like put more double-sided tape or whatever on them. You can usually just pop them back in and they'll still stick pretty well. I don't do that. I'll either super glue them down or I'll take another adhesive strip, usually do that, and I'll put it around the speaker just so the speaker cushion doesn't fall off, but it really doesn't matter too much, especially if you're doing this in-house and keeping the beats. So anyways, so yeah, then there's just 3 screws in here. So I'd take my Phillips head, start unscrewing these, and then put those off to the side. I actually have these in a different spot over here from where I put my other speaker, so I'm just going to put them all together so I don't lose them, obviously. That one's off. Yeah, these actually very easy to take apart or take out. I mean, I'd say this is probably the easiest Beats headphones to repair. I'd say even almost easier than the 1.0 Solos. I'm just gonna rip these off. You can desolder them if you want. Since I'm not using this wire again, since it's broke, really don't need to worry about much. And here's the trickiest part. I thought it was really weird how they did it. To take this piece off correctly, there's this little sticker here, and inside of that there is a hidden screw. So I'm just going to take that off with a flathead because my fingernails are not long enough. Okay. So I'm just going to pull this off. And this is the first pair of Beats that I've fixed, or first model I should say, with a hidden screw. And I thought that was kind of interesting that they decided to do that. I'm not really sure why. It might be because if you don't have those stickers on them, it can cause some connectivity issues because somehow this screw would transmit some kind of sound. I'm not really sure if that's true. But anyways, we're going to put that aside, not worry about that, and focus on the repair. So, this is the weirdest part, like I was saying. These little rubber pieces all around here, they basically need to be taken apart. So, like you can see on this one that's already taken apart, I pushed all those out. If you really don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can just rip it right apart because really what keeps this together is that little screw. But if you don't want to break anything, I can obviously why, and I don't do that either. So you just kind of push them out with your fingers. So push to one side. So basically take this, I'll try to show that better. Take this and push this to one side and then push it back to the other. And you'll just start kind of popping those out one by one. It might take a little bit of time. I'll try to show a better angle at that. So basically, yeah, just kind of push them with your fingers out. I've tried using like a flathead screwdriver, but I end up like poking the holes in the rubber, and it really doesn't work that well. So if you have something that's not flat, that won't poke through the rubber, you could obviously use that too. Something, obviously, if you had something the size of this hole, you could push all that rubber through and it'd probably go pretty fast. But I don't have anything like that. I'll let you know in the comments below if later on when I'm fixing this, I'll think of something that's better than doing it with my fingers. But for now, this works fine. Obviously, it does take a little while. But I got about half of them done so far. And just keep working on these. And there you go. I got them all off. Oh, my home is here. I think I got them all off. Oh, I forgot about my wire. Oh yeah, and the wire is taped down here too. But since we're replacing that, we can just kind of pop it off here. I did kind of rip it, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not using it over. So there we go. So you can just kind of pull it out. Put that piece off to the side. And then there's 4 more screws here. So these screws can just easily be taken apart with a flathead. And then this rubber piece will come off. Take those out from the side. And then this little metal piece will come out along with the rubber. And you can take that and put it off to the side. Yeah, as you can see, there's more wire damage here. I didn't even know that until I took it apart. And I'm really not sure, like I said, how that happens, seeing that the wire just goes through here. But that's usually the issue I've seen. I haven't seen a lot of issues with speakers yet. But let me know if you start taking yours apart and you don't see any wire damage, because then it could be something else. So now these are a lot like the Solo ones. You're just gonna kind of put a flathead underneath them and push them apart. There we go. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Just kind of pull a little hard. You'll get them off and you won't damage them. They're built pretty strong, so you know, you can put some force into it and it won't break them. The only thing is this wire is getting in the way here, so I'm going to take that apart. Basically the whole process I'm doing right now is just trying to take them all apart so I can rewire this. There's really no easier way to do this. If you want, you can send them into my website and I'll be happy to repair them for you. Like I said, you really don't have to be too careful with the wire here. Oh, that's right. And right here, there are 2 screws. So you can just kind of rip this open. And you can take those screws out if you want. I'm going to do it just so I can take this wire out completely. You could try and just leave it on and work your way through with the new wire, but I like to just take it off because it's really not too much work to take out those extra screws. Oh yeah, and pull so you don't break these. If you damage those, it's really not too big of a deal, but obviously if you don't damage them, it's a little bit better, but it's not really a huge deal. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing I just showed you on the other side and take this apart, and I'll do another video to show you how to put them back together. Thanks.